Those United States sentencing guidelines, yes. Federal statutes outlining factors to be considered. Now, under California state law, the court, in its discretion, determines the appropriate fine, limited only by the statutory maximum. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And then there's that imposition of fines for fraud-related crimes state. Yes. Now, this fraud of issuing court orders where there's no actual signature. Well, there's a number of other fraud-related crimes that I documented in those videos. Yes. Every time you fuck with me, I make a video and I document the fraud. Now, for each and every company that thinks that I wouldn't sue them for the actual ownership of their property, yes, I will sue them. Ouch. And the amount of the restitution, yes, that I'm going to get is determined by the pecuniary or economic loss being suffered by myself as the victim of your offenses. Now, you thought that issuing court orders where there was no due process to myself wasn't an absolute need, but it is. These civil rights laws, the RCWs, see, it's one of these where when you don't issue court orders according to the actual requirements of the full faith and credit provisions of the VAWA, poop, and then you ignore 2 million emails, and then you sit there every fucking day. I'm absolutely sure that I'm suffering some pecuniary loss because I'm being victimized by a county that seems to think their family's more important than my rights. Now, I keep documenting this, Judge Landis. Yes. It was on September 19th of 2017 that I was arraigned. Yes. But was I really a suspect? Poop. You know, without law enforcement involvement, because I was reading some of these documents that I've downloaded. Yes. How did you decide I was in Brennan, Washington? When I wasn't. See, this restitution that is going to be determined by the pecuniary or economic loss suffered by myself as the victim, yes, of you having me arraigned, because I'm homeless. Yes, yes, yes. And then nobody from police or sheriff's department investigated the allegation of the 2-count criminal complaint. And I just wondered, when is an individual considered a suspect instead of being arraigned? Now, I know the deputy prosecuting attorney was sure that I did the crime, yes. But I'm certain that in certain circumstances, yes, and a company may be placed under the supervision of the court system. Now, how would Safeway Corporation like to have that happen? Well, I'm under the supervision of the court that didn't investigate the 2-count criminal complaint, the court that would not admit the evidence that I wasn't in Brennan, Washington, the court that did not acknowledge 2 million emails. It seems that the court never looked at exactly who I was emailing this whole time. You said I emailed some of Heidi's co-workers. Well, you should have went through every email address. Why don't you get me the IP addresses in Jefferson County? Yes. Every business, every router, pooch. I'd like to know the local area networks. Now, I'm thinking some companies need to be under court-ordered supervision, pooch, because they've been enriching themselves at my expense. Yes. And authorizing terms. In addition, company can have property forfeited if it was used in the commission of an offense. That'd be like saying that the police department used the Safeway, yes, to fabricate a situation where I talk to an employee and says, well, the internet's not working. He said, why don't you call customer service? And then Louie answers the phone. Oh, there's a forfeiture of the Safeway in Squim. Now, I will sue each corporation. Okay? You stupid fuckers seem to think that you have everything under control, but you're actually using the corporate and company property of various businesses in this county to commit your crimes. And I will sue for the forfeiting of every property used in the commission of the offense. Now, It represents the proceeds of an unlawful activity. Police departments can't be underneath the Safeway. Ooch. You can't be using pastors as a person named Louie, isn't that right? You can't be making up bullshit about individuals right now. You can't be playing cops and robbers. Pooch. You can't decide that somebody can just sit there for 3 weeks and then you're going to get the call. Now, when I told you that I was not evading going to court, yes, and the police department right now, well, you're going to cause a lot of property to be forfeited. Now, it's not just in this county, in Jefferson County. Yes, I will find out about any and all crimes and violations because I will sue until you forfeit all your property. What are the legal requirements for each? Well, listen, Louie. You might be some big oversized giant of a pastor, but I actually recognized your voice when I was on the fucking phone.